Mm. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here we go. Let me wait for this thing to settle back in. I have no idea. Let's see where this went off to. Okay, let's just. The cheese stands alone. It's me. I am the cheese. Hello, cheese. I'll just call you cheese. How you doing? Oy, boy. Oh, okay. Let me make sure audio's working here, because last thing I want to do is be talking for this not to be working. uh, Warning, check video resolution, which is not optimal. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. So audio's good. How's the video feed? I want to make sure that, because I'm getting a thing telling me to check video resolution, so I want to make sure how is the resolution looking right now. I want to make sure that Minimio Cali, how are you doing? Is it a possibility that Saroka may have been copyright striking Thrash? Um, Honestly, I don't think there's a way that he would be copyright striking him. Because if he had, at that point, Thrash would have seen strike notifications on his channel, which I remember there was one stream I was working with him on, and all of a sudden, like, his channel went completely kaput. Like, all his videos somehow vanished, but he was still live. So I don't think it's possible that he did a copyright strike. If he did, though, if he did, like I said, Thrash would have found out. I've known Thrash for a long time. Thrash Thrash knows me very well. I know him very well. When it comes to people like what he has been, playing the audio on, he doesn't play around. I don't either. Like, with just that hour, like when I joined in the stream, I had just wrapped up playing Soul Calibur 6. I was happy as a lark, ready to watch a good stream. I went from super happy to beyond pissed off. Takes a lot to make me go to pull a complete 180, and the 180 almost dragging me to hell. But anyway, that's not the topic here. We're talking about Saroka. So I haven't watched this someone worse than, I'm gonna call it, Onion Boy. But I don't know if you guys are his entire world. So let me ask you guys this: if you look at, yeah, you hear my dog. You hear she is over here on the couch. I'm sitting here in the recliner. Uh, let's see if hoping we can get some more people in here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a quick refresh here. Hold on. It's just, yeah, the way this whole event went. So what I'm gonna do here. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. I'm also trying to make sure, because I'm streaming through OBS software, which stings, but I don't know any other way really to stream on YouTube. Maybe that's the only way right now. So yeah, I'm one of those cheap guys. Josh, the man that lived with him for a while, is my uncle. Ugh. We are dog people. I like dogs more than cats. Cats are adorable just as well. Anyway, we need to get back on point. Let me see if I can get Thrash in here. See if I can finally get Thrash.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know if you're watching the stream, but yeah, I went from being super happy to really pissed off within a matter of an hour.
I'm refreshing it now. I'm not seeing
Well, I'm watching. I'm finally I'm streaming through my OBS, and they're saying that they can see my video and my audio's okay. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, I haven't watched this Someone Worse Than, but if you don't recognize a couple of the you'll recognize. You should recognize three of those names without an issue. One of them you may not.
Gotcha. I'm there right now, so.
Yeah, but just and seeing, hearing the words that came out of what was his name, Jimmy Saroka, and the funny,
Or James.
I'm gonna call him Jimmy because of this of there's. I didn't know I don't know if you went through all your comments like yeah we were blowing up your comment section and we were trying to get your attention. Like this guy, like to put for someone to say someone worse than Onion Boy. That's a pretty hard stretch. Like I said, I haven't seen this whole video. It's 23 minutes by Repzilla. That was the one you sent us. So, how about we start with that?
Okay. By all means, man.
All right, guys, you ready to hear this crazy insanity when it comes with a someone worse than Saroka or worse than Onion Boy? We're gonna play it. Sounds good. I need to grab my freaking charger at some point.
Hey, welcome back into today's video. The most hated person on the internet. Well, it's hard to say that because there's a lot of most hated people on the internet, but I feel like they come in genres and degrees, and like they're each hated in their own way and their own dynamic. And what I'm trying to say is that I found another one. And don't be surprised when you see this person if you instantly want to punch him in the face. His name is James Saroka.
Everything that I heard in the stream that you were doing, I don't want to punch him in the face. I want to run him over with a car.
Oh yeah.
Like when someone said I think you called him Onion Boy's basket brother. And I haven't I'm pretty sure when I start going through all of this shit about Saroka, I will probably see why you called him that. Because unless he's a groomer himself, it's to me it's a stretch. But hearing the stuff about his girlfriend and all that, and then it's disturbing.
Fraudulent sexual abuse he's actually done too, by the way.
I will say when you brought the sexual abuse and just abuse in general, that makes me think. It makes me think of Ray Diaz, which, and I'll go ahead and say this: those of you at stream, for those of you who are not aware of who Ray Diaz was, he is a quote unquote prominent internet figure who was in his 30s, had still has, hard to say now, but he was actually covered by Drama Alert. Or for those of you who know him as me and Thrash, he goes by Keemstar. There were videos that started going viral of him, even though it wasn't on camera. The audio was him beating his girlfriend, and it got to a point where even though the girlfriend tried to say that it's staged, it's all an act, only for her to admit that no. It wasn't an act, number one. And number two, she started dating him when she was a minor. When I think of Saroka, I don't want to put him in Onion Boy's plethora in his category yet. Right now he is definitely in a Ray Diaz category, which on its own is really bad. Just what I'm understanding, just from what you played, with Repzion, my skin right now, even as I'm talking to you guys, my skin is crawling. Not literally, but you know what I mean. And for me, as someone that can be cool, calm, and collected, almost to the point of stoic, to get me to my skin is crawling in utter disgust. Like I said, I don't want to punch this guy. I want to run him over with a car. Or better yet, take a steamroller. Give him the Judge Doom treatment. Only he ain't going to be able to pull a Judge Doom and come to find out he's a toon. This guy just so far makes me sick, but... Sorry, I digress. Back to Rebzilla.
An abuser? A narcissist? I can't formally diagnose any of these things, for I have no psychology degree or anything like that, but I think you'll get what I'm saying. I was scrolling the Twitter late last night, and somebody shared to me a video, and I said, it's pretty crazy. Now, let me give you a little bit of context before I start. This dude is literally abusing his girlfriend verbally. The depth of how much self-importance this dude thinks that he has, how much... Just let me show you.
Own words before you mock me like a parrot to make fun of me because you think it's funny, but you're fucked up.
Mock you like a parrot, Saroka? No. We can't mock you. We can't make fun of you. As far as I'm concerned, as far as Thrash is concerned, hell, as far as his viewers and my viewers are concerned, Saroka, you do a good job of doing that by yourself. Straight up. I don't need to make fun of you. Thrash doesn't need to make fun of you. Repzion, none of us have to make fun of you. You are doing that by yourself. And the sad part is, the world sees it. Like everyone that you claim is in your inner circle, or that is close to you, that is in your life. They see it. I'm pretty damn sure your girl sees it. The only one who doesn't is you. Hence why you got the label of a narcissist. Here's the sad part, and this is where I put you in Hubbard's category. For those of you who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, if you'd like, if you want to go through if you want to make a quick tab also while I'm streaming, feel free to go to my channel or search up Loto Drandle Edward Hubbard. Oh, I had a fun night making that video. Not one of my proudest videos, though. I will admit then I stumbled. I still stumble today. Gotta love disabilities, but I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm not used to live streaming. Thrash will vouch for me when I say this. I rarely live stream with myself in front of a camera. I moved my gaming live streams to Twitch because I wanted to try something new, though I may come back. But right now, I digress. Let's hear what else he's got to say.
Tell the truth or get the fuck out of my house.
Tell the truth. Saroka, tell yourself that while you're looking in the mirror. Or wait, no. You'd look in the mirror and the mirror would break. Even my dog groans in disgust.
Yep, look like it. Go ahead. You compose yourself and let me know when you're ready to be an adult and not look like a fucking abused patient that you're not. Because...
Oh my freaking god.
About like how long ago this fucking was. The fact that this was under everyone's radar was the fact that this was an issue, and the fact that this man continues to scam off of people. What I was told is this guy actually still lives in a motel that is paid for by his brother, I guess, and he's giving him shit for it too.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it gets even more despicable. Like play later on, you'll get right to the GoFundMe issue, and that's another one.
I mean, I've already put it best at that. Just from you giving that sounds like he's an e-beggar.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me play some more. Tell us more, oh mighty Saroka. And I hope you know I'm being sarcastic.
Conversation between two adults on screen.
Awkward silence. Seriously. If I wasn't hearing my daughter right now, I'd be hearing crickets chirping. Actually, no, I'm hearing them too. But no wonder. And you say mock you like a parrot? Now I can see why you should be mocked like a parrot. Your nose is definitely that of a parrot. But even that gives parrots a bad name.
You don't see an attacker when you look at me.
Yeah, I did. I did see. That's exactly what I did see. I've never seen such verbal and mental abuse. This poor girl, you can see in her eyes that she's hurt. But the depth of how deep this goes, I don't even think we're gonna be able to get it all done in this video. But we'll get the point across.
When does bad things, no one needs to judge. I appreciate that, but I hit a woman. So,
You say that, I appreciate that, but I hit a woman. And you say that with a smirk. A smirk.
Yeah, this is February of 2020, by the way.
Yeah, I see that. 2 months ago. My God, how in the blue and judging by this, what is a Snapchat?
I think that's either Periscope or it's TikTok.
I think it's Periscope because TikTok has a different URL. I know that for a fact because God knows how many TikTok videos I've seen already in the last week having Lance Stewart doing all these crazy pranks because someone is laughing their head off in the bedroom. Though I won't lie, I laughed myself to tears. But yeah, this looks, PSCP.TV, that sounds like Periscope. Anyway, before I get into the pause thing, let me actually play a bit before I cut it off. Unless guys are okay with me cutting it off. But let me first go through some comments, because I know there's been some people talking. I call Minamio Cali, I call him saber-toothed crotch cricket. Or pussy bitch boy. Okay, when I think of bitch boy, it makes me think of Edward Hubbard. Again, guys, if you want to, and Thrash, if you'd like to, feel free to check that video out. When I think of bitch boy, that... Okay, anyway. Saber-tooth crotch cricket. I'm sorry, but this guy makes the crickets look like a higher form of life. And crickets are bugs! Be prepared to have your jaws drop. Thank God I'm not a cartoon. Is a POS. From what I can tell, Minka, I can definitely agree. This is just... Oh yeah, I haven't even scratched the surface. Like I said, and my skin is crawling. My blood is boiling. Not fever pitch, but it was like I was telling... I can't remember who I was talking to on Thrash's stream. It's ticking time bomb boiling. Only the difference between me now versus 10, 12 years ago is I've got a lot better control over that. But still, a fusion between Kaiden Cowger and Ben Shapiro? I'm assuming, Thrash, you meant Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro and Caden Cowger.
I'm not familiar with Caden Cowger. I am familiar with Ben Shapiro.
He was one of the live streamers back in the day who blamed Obama for like everything. Like again, like I'm an independent. I don't want to involve political shit.
No, I get what you're saying. I've seen a bunch of his videos.
Basically, one of his videos is like Obama is making kids gay.
What?
Obama is making kids gay.
Seriously, what's funnier, that or Lemmy's joke about the wrestlers shaving their legs because they don't want to be mistaken for feminists?
Fuck.
But still, Obama's making kids gay. Why? Because he's black and he's a president? Sorry. Politics aside. Yeah, hearing a video like that, I actually want to search it, but no, that's not the point here. Saroka, your hell of exposition awaits.
So it's kind of like forgiveness is a necessity. The reason I did it was because I had worked so hard for what I had here and everything that I built.
Bullshit.
And the reason I crossed that line is because Caitlyn had lied so heavily
Okay, guys, I hate to move, but I'm gonna grab myself a quick drink. So I'm gonna move my computer to my coffee table. I'll keep playing the video while I go get something to drink. And I'll set the phone. I'll leave the phone next to the computer so that way Thrash can listen to it as well.
You guys on screen to protect herself and was willing to throw under the bus people who I was throwing under the bus with her on a level that was inappropriate. And then when they came screaming in the window, I couldn't figure out why. And then I'm getting blamed for it. And I'm probably still getting blamed for it. And now I know that I don't have the whole story. And that just really upset me. And so we got in a tussle, and it wasn't good.
So I never really heard anything like this. This dude, what he said, he gaslighted whoever he was talking to by saying that he hit his girlfriend or wife. I'm really not sure. I've heard that he goes back and forth with woman he knows, girl, wife, sometimes girlfriend. But he says he hit her because of the audience. She was lying to the audience, so he was very angry, and that's why he hit a woman. But wait, there's more.
You can hit me. That's somebody just said. You can hit me and get away with it. It's true. Go ahead.
No, because it's not appropriate.
No, it's not. Not on screen or off screen. But you think the moment the screen comes off, it's okay to behave however you feel like it. I'm not convincing you to stay anymore. I am begging you to leave because we should be outside enjoying the day right now.
I like telephone.
But you think that happens before we make a plan. We just wing it.
Made a plan.
Nope.
I just...
What do we like to do for fun? Well, I like to go outside and do things, and that's why I do them. But I'm here with Katie.
Good lord. Yeah, I step away for just a minute, just hearing what I'm hearing. The justification. Throwing people under the bus that I want thrown with me. It's like, dude, you're throwing everyone down under the bus because you don't want to take a lick of responsibility for yourself. I don't know how old you are. The way I understand it, your girlfriend is 20 years old. Judging by the way she acts, she's very naive. Sees something in you that none of us see. And I'm pretty sure whatever she sees, with all due respect to your girlfriend, there's nothing, whatever she sees is not there. Thank you, Arlene. Yes, she's a cutie. Thank you, Coffee. Or, as you call yourself, Cheese. But yeah, like, this... I have no words so far for this guy. Like, this, like I said, I've made videos ripping on a YouTuber who turned out to be a real big effing phony. Thrash may very likely know who I'm talking about. I'll just call him Jug on My Ball Sack, even though we'll just say part of his name had nuggets in it. So, a good palate cleanser. Thank you, Bella. I'm glad. He's 25, says the C. I don't know if that's Fairy or Fari, so I'll just call you the C. Thank you very much for that clarification. So, you're 25 years old, yet just from the way you have talked, and guys, I'm not even 5 minutes into this video, and we've got almost 24 minutes. This guy talks like a prepubescent, arrogant, self-centered pretty boy. And no, he's not pretty. The guy looks like he should be deported. I'm not saying he's an illegal immigrant, but the way he acts is so sick, demonic, and I'm not a religious person. Like, it reminds me of a situation my sister-in-law had to deal with that stemmed from a job. I'm not going to go into details because I have a strong belief in confidentiality and privacy. But this guy reminds me a lot of that situation in a lot of senses. It also makes me think of, I'll call him Mr. Vanity because I can never say his first name to save my life. Thrash did a Blacklist episode. If you guys haven't seen those, feel free to take a look at those Blacklist episodes. And please, if you guys want to see Thrash Metal Guru bring back the Blacklist series, I've been wanting to get him back into it. Please let us know, or at least let him know. So,
I may consider it. It just depends on how things go.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, free publicity for you. Alright, let me move on with this video. I need to take a swig of water. I don't need beer. I prefer water.
Katie doesn't enjoy doing that.
I do enjoy doing that!
Then maybe you should play.
Sweet Jesus. Sorry, I hated to stop that. Good Lord, is she a chipmunk? Did Brittany of the Chipettes resurface? Maybe I need to tone the volume down. Did you know Kate's mom was his tube? His workout videos were amazing. I can't say anything. Okay. Hi, Luna. Nice to see you, too. Yeah, now I got both babies in the camera. Great. Okay, come on, Luna. Sit. Lay. Thank you. Cause I want to play this video for my viewers here. And I already got one. I don't need two gumming up the works. Jesus. Okay.
Me because there's two of us, and this feed piece thing is not just yours or mine. You are in a cycle. I'm not abusing you anymore. You are done putting me in a position of control where you get to abuse me like your father in his privacy. Fuck
What
you.
the heck?
You can say
Jesus.
fuck me too all you want, but that's all you're doing is trying to fuck me. So fuck off.
Okay, before Repzilla starts talking, never talk to anybody like that. I don't care if it's a man, woman, child, elderly. That is despicable. Just... Okay, before I go any further, I'm just going to let it play. I'm going to give my daughter back to my wife before I totally lose it.
Josh, the people who ruin my life, Judge Conahan, I'm going to pay for all of them on purpose. That's not sainthood. It's called logic. Give it to me. It's mine. It's my life. It's mine. Because I'm not looking for sainthood. I'm looking for mastery. Mastery that I already have within myself. I want to pay for their sins. Since nobody else will. I'm already being punished, quote unquote. I make my own punishment. That way no one else can punish me. That's what smart people do. He's got it all figured out. Now, this is what I ran into on Twitter last night. We've all been tweeting about it. We've been going through it. It's pretty obvious that this person thinks very highly of themselves. And I knew what I needed to do. I needed to educate myself on narcissism. So I found a really cool TED Talks educational video. I will play you a small clip, but it will be in the description below.
Way before the first selfie, the ancient Greeks and Romans had a myth about someone a little too obsessed with his own image. In one telling, Narcissus was a handsome guy wandering the world in search of someone to love. After rejecting a nymph named Echo, he caught a glimpse of his own reflection in a river and fell in love with it. Unable to tear himself away, Narcissus drowned. A flower marked the spot where he died, and we call that flower the Narcissus.
Now, I got to looking into this dude, and the things that I discovered, they're pretty much going to blow your mind. This dude's actually been on the internet for the last 5 years, and within this 5 years, the things I'm about to show you, I'm going to put everything linked in the description below. You'll want to check that for full context. This stuff is terrible. There was a young girl at a hospital that he just met on Periscope. The day of meeting her, she was in the hospital. She had a disease. He flies out that day, and this is what she said in an interview.
Then he started getting really jealous about my boyfriend. And then when he was gone, he would tell me that he believes that you should be with more than one person when you're in a relationship, because if you're not, then you don't know who you really want to be with. And like, that's not how I roll. And he literally grabbed me and kissed me without even asking.
That's sexual harassment for the jealousy part. Unwanted sexual contact is considered assault. Sexual assault even, potentially. This guy could. Does this guy have any idea how much hell he can find himself into? Does this guy have. What am I talking about? What am I saying? I got a freaking learning disability. Like I said, this guy makes me feel like I'm Albert Einstein. Fun fact, by the way, Albert Einstein also had a learning disability. But either way, and I'm not saying that it makes me feel like I'm a genius, because I'll admit, I'm no genius. I've done my fair share of things I'm not proud of, but this guy is stooping to lows. I genuinely, let me find my phone, I don't want to lose Thrash again. Well, not again. Like, this guy is sinking to levels. And I've been following, at least since Chris Hansen started taking interest in Onion Boy, I've been following the Have a Seat with Chris Hansen stuff. And I honestly thought, I'm sure Thrash may have felt the same way at one point, I didn't think I would ever hear of someone who would stoop any lower than this. Because to me, the ultimate taboo, an ultimate sin to me, is an adult grooming children. A full-grown adult tormenting, torturing children. To me, that's a sin in the highest order that to me is worse than kidnapping. I won't say it's worse than murder, because murder's murder, but it's still, like, it is up there. And Jesus criminy. And for somebody to actually, just from what I'm hearing in this video, I don't know if I'd consider him worse than Onion Boy, but I will say this. Like I said, I put him in Ray Diaz territory. He's definitely on a breakneck pace to hitting Onion Boy territory. I will say this, at the end of this stream, if I feel that he is worse than Onision, believe me, I will tell you that, but this is disturbing. This is, actually, I can't even say disturbing, it's beyond that.
Grabbed my waist, pulled me to him, and
That's actually called assault.
Called it.
I'm told he was escorted out of the hospital, but not before he scammed this girl. He made a fraudulent GoFundMe, and it was to raise money for her hospital stay. She didn't see a dime.
And he got money out of it too. He said he was gonna get me a care box, and for people to donate to create one for me, and nothing happened.
So that was a scam. I'm going to show you 2 other scams that he's also involved in. Man, the amount of scams and con artistry this dude's done on the internet is extreme. I've never seen anything like it. This one here.
For 2 years, volunteering at Less Fortunate. Now I run an online community spreading positivity throughout social media, as well as hashtag Be Strong, anti-bullying, anti-cyberbullying. I don't necessarily run campaigns in a way that is full force. It's more...
Hashtag Be Strong. Hashtag Be Strong. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Edward Hubbard had the same thing going. And that was about, 4 years ago? But still. For this guy, just what I'm hearing. Let me check the comments first. A new sickening... How much have I missed? How much have I missed in this thing? Mastery... I saw that. His own punishment. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Good God. Okay. Glad I chatted on YouTube tonight. I must have missed that then. This guy's an absolute POS. I will agree. Just pivoting. He'll be back with a new version. Bella, a new version would just be a slight tweak remix of his current version, because what I'm seeing just in each of these videos, nothing's changed. It's the same conceited self I'm trying to make sure I say this right, but at the same time, I'm trying. I need to because I need to tone down the language because, like I said, I have an infant who's in further down. I don't want to call him a sociopath because that's an insult to sociopaths, and sociopaths are cold-blooded creatures in their own right. But definitely sadistic, takes extreme pleasure in the pain of others to the nth degree, to the highest order. Let's continue. Let's go ahead. Let's get this video. Let's keep this video going. I need to find my charger because I am draining my battery by trying to stream, so.
Something. This is a screenshot of the campaign he was talking about, the Be Strong campaign. As you can see, this is actually an email that somebody inquired on. It says, "Hope this email finds you smiling and in good spirits. Thank you for reaching out to Be Strong regarding a donation you would like to make. I would like to advise we are not affiliated in any way with Mr. Jimmy Saroka or any of his fundraisers. Be Strong does not conduct fundraising in this manner." There's one. Now here's another one. He made up a fraudulent story about a person that needed money raised. He was in not good shape. This is hashtag Feet Piece Fam call to action. Saturday, July 22, 2017, I took a pit stop to use the restroom at Petersburg, Virginia gas station. As I was leaving, the door opened to a bloodied, stumbling Vince. Having served in the U.S. Army and husband to a 5-month-old daughter and wife, Vince needs our help. Of course, this was also a lie. I am currently engaged in a Twitter argument with James Saroka, and the stuff that he's saying in itself is abusive. In one, you can see I shared the video of him admitting to hitting a woman, trying to justify it. One Twitter user said, "Hitting people doesn't solve your problems," to which he replies, "It's not happening." They said, "There's a video evidence of you saying that you abused your girlfriend, wife, and her crying. Super suspicious." And he says, "Understandable. I mean, the stuff doesn't make any logic."
As far as FaceTime, one-on-one, stuff like that, it is going to be through financial contribution, and we'll do small groups, something like that. Maybe we'll get something going through Patreon, but I want you to hit PTSD, thank you. I just want you guys to hit me up personally and let me know what it is.
Jim or Jimmy Saroka, he goes by multiple different names. He's got a YouTube channel with just over 2,000 subscribers, and no. He's got a podcast.
There's something inside of me, whoever I am, that the world needs what I have to say, because I know how happy I am.
The world needs what I have to say. On a scale of 1 to 10, Thrash, how much bullshit do you smell?
Tons.
I couldn't agree more.
People in the comments right now, they're telling me, so turns out one of the viewers, like, and I didn't get my chance to look over this in my live stream, one of the viewers happens to be Caitlin's mom.
Yeah, I said I had to have missed that as well.
And so I'm going back over my last stream. I'm probably going to look at the other streams just in case, though, but, like, so from what I've been gathering, so there's a lot more that we've only scratched the surface of what we were given.
Jesus Christ!
It doesn't stop there. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I mean, just yeah. I'm trying to catch up now on my comments. You've missed 5 years. Well, Thrash can vouch, guys. When it comes to me, I usually try to stray from things like this because, like, let me go, not to go off topic here, let me guys give you a little bit of backstory about me and Thrash. I subscribed to Thrash Metal Guru. It was about, I want to say 2014, during the, and I can't believe I'm bringing this guy's name into it, because during, I'll just say his name, not his YouTube name. Jesse Ridgway.
Oh yeah, I know that dude.
God, that was a messed up saga in its own right. Because he played this role like he was this beat down, abused kid who was being abused kept a prisoner, only for and here's the funny thing, guys. The very first video of him playing this role was in 2011, which was which resulted in an Xbox being destroyed. Very next video, practically the same thing, only instead of it getting smashed, it gets dumped in a pool. I watched Thrash's videos about it, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this can't be right. Very first video I watched, God help me, was the shredding of video games. I will not lie, when I first watched it, I busted out laughing. But after everything that's happened, and especially when it finally came out that everything was phony, that everything was fake, staged, however you want to put it, I cannot think how much money in all those consoles, all the games, electric equipment, like one or two computers, maybe more, a Christmas tree, a grill. How much money did he make by destroying thousands of dollars of stuff people could? I mean, hell, even one video was submerging a motorcycle into a pool of well, not even a pool, but a giant puddle, a giant water hole. Like, But yeah, but since then, yeah, Thrash and I had pretty much started going back and forth, and I consider him a brother I wish I had. I consider him a very good friend, and I support everything he does. He supports what I do. All right, Bella Luna, have a good night. Sorry we couldn't finish this before you could go to sleep. If you want to finish it off when you wake up, you're more than welcome to. So let's get back to topic of Saroka. I mean, even though, and I've stepped away multiple times already, but just and I haven't heard everything. Just what I'm gathering in my head, and I'm sure you'd agree, Thrash. There's a lot more to this than what is being talked about.
Oh yeah, and I'm trying to go right back to my previous stream, but it's not showing me my video. So go ahead and play Reptilla stuff. I'm gonna go back and try to bring this back up into fruition here.
Yeah.
I just had to find it. It's got to be here.
I believe it might have been coming up either right on the end of your first video when the feed started going crazy, or mid to end of the second stream video you were trying to do.
They're not popping up on my channel. Is the thing. It's got to be here because they were technically streamed, and it has to be here. I know one of them was me flipping the screen on, but
no, I know what you're talking about, because yeah, I see that one. So yeah, do what you got to do. All right, guys. I'm gonna go quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and play. There's 12 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and just let it play through.
The joy that I have inside, and if I don't share that with the world, it's how I define my worth. So that's why I'm on it. That's a really complicated thing to say. I'm a very, 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 very happy person. I have something that I just feel like I need to offer the world, and I don't know what that thing is, but it's a thing. You can see this dude's very self-involved with himself. He says things, but then does the direct opposite. That's what we call hypocrisy.
Actually, Josh loves my gay jokes. Yeah, Josh? He's my faggot best friend. He likes it. Because, you know why? Because it's my term of endearment. Guys, I am a straight heterosexual, right-winged, white guy from a farm that grew up on a farm in agricultural Pennsylvania. All right? So, I have my pretenses, but, I do love everybody. I can't relate to homosexuality at all. I do not understand it. For the life of me, I don't understand. All I see is a grown man with mommy issues.
Rarely do you see a person that's able to say that they love everybody and say that they say it with such positive, affirmative body language, and then also at the same time offend a whole group of people. That takes talent. This next one, though, I found
actually don't
out
take
through
talent,
extensive research that
Stupidity.
there's times where he can't wipe his own butt, so he gets his girlfriend, a 19-year-old girlfriend, to do it for him. Now, I've heard that he has...
Quick pause here, because I'm going to throw a quick question for you guys out there. And Thrash, you can answer this too. Question. This girlfriend he has, how long have they been together? Because, I mean, if it goes farther back, that, like I said, apparently I've missed 5 years. Had he and his, I guess, his current girl, had they been together this whole time? If someone can clarify that in the comment section, please do. I would love to hear that. Back to the video.
This poor girl, you can tell that there's a thing called trauma bonding. Traumatic bonding occurs as the result of ongoing cycles of abuse in which intermittent reinforcement of reward and punishment creates powerful emotional bonds that are resistant to change. So basically, he's done so many bad things to this young girl, so much negativity, so many insults, and if you do decide to go down this rabbit hole, you see how cruel and vile of a person this guy is. But another thing that you're going to notice is that he seems unmoved and unbothered, and it's like he feels what he's doing is actually a positive, happy thing. So it's like somebody stabbing you but smiling at the same time.
Joker.
No volunteers.
Grossest thing I've probably ever done is wipe someone else's poop. Not put someone else's poop. That's probably the grossest thing I've ever done.
You're talking about my poop. I'll volunteer that. Sometimes I would literally be so exhausted and destroyed, I could not wipe my own butt. Like, I literally could not.
Can we please skip to Ribzilla talk piece? Thank God.
I don't get that rationale. He says, I was so tired I couldn't wipe my own butt. She did it for me, and then he transitions and he says, I'm a good guy. And then she's like, yeah. No, I'm lost on that one.
You and me both, Ribzilla.
The thing that I'm seeing from this person is that he talks about how smart he is all the time. He talks about how hard he's worked to raise to the level that he's at. Very grandiose form of narcissism at face value. So what I think this is a very good example of someone that has confused themselves with progressing their vocabulary. He does have a really good vocabulary. He has good speech pattern. He has good body language. Knows a lot of big words.
That he does.
But that's progressed much farther than his empathy. I don't think this person has empathy. The way that he acts and behaves is a very sociopathic. I have to be really careful with these words, as I have a larger platform, so I do need to say that. I'm not licensed to say any of that or diagnose anybody, but this dude, there's actually a whole TikTok dedicated to him called the Saroka Awareness Team. It's got so many clips talking about scams that he's done. This dude is definitely frauded a lot of people, conned a lot of people, and continues to do so. A danger to the internet, and awareness needs to be brought to him as soon as possible. So if you do get a chance to share this around and let people kind of know what's going on here. There's also very, very creepy stuff that I can only say that seem to be allegations that he is also a predator. But
yeah.
Look at the comments right now.
Okay, looking.
Get on the stream right now.
Yeah, I'm looking. So, a year and 18 months, met at college, started dating September 2018. So, if she's 20 now, she'd have to have been had just turned 18 or possibly 19, depending on her birthday. Diane, the way I understood it in the chat, I want to keep this respectful here, that you're Saroka's girlfriend's mother. Welcome to the stream. I'm not, I'm sure you might have noticed this with me and Thrash. We mean no, I personally mean no disrespect to your daughter. You know, I know there's a phrase. I'm sure everyone's heard it. We can't help who we fall in love with. And when you're young, you make crazy. Young people make crazy decisions. I will admit I've done crazy. I'm sure Thrash has. I'm sure everyone here has done something. But yeah, I will. I will say this. I will be keeping you in my prayers. I will keep your daughter in my prayers. And I will say this. I hope she does come back to you, because here's the way. I'm gonna bring up a personal situation that happened in my life. I was with somebody back in 24. I started dating somebody. It was back in 2010. So I was 23 years old. We were together all the way up until her birthday in 2015. And the reason why we split was because I come to find out the whole time when she had moved back to where to her hometown, she started seeing another guy behind my back. And when she got caught, and I later come to find out as time wore on, the guy she was cheating on me with was a self-centered, deceitful, selfish control freak. Like, this guy, she couldn't go anywhere without him glued to, like, pretty much he had to be glued to her hip for her to go anywhere. Like, she couldn't have a life. She couldn't get a job. He was living off of her money.
Let's see.
And she married this guy. She married this guy. And what made it worse is that this guy actually turned her against her friends, her real friends, her mother, I've met, is a god darn saint, gosh darn saint. Sorry, I want to keep this PG, but you guys get the point. No, and also, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, or whether you're a man or woman, no significant other is worth destroying your own family over. That is, I come from a broken home, and I didn't learn much of anything from my parents. My lessons I took from my grandfather. But that was the one thing that burns true. No significant other is worth destroying your family over. It's not worth severing ties with family. So I pray that your daughter comes home. Or at the very least, that things work out, I guess, if that's the right way to put it. If I'm not trying to overstep here. Correct me if I'm saying this wrong, Thrash. But I will say this. I hope everything does work out for you and your daughter. So, okay, so it was 18 and a half. Okay, anyway. But yeah, I'm starting to see.
Be safe, YouTube, Kate's life stories there. Okay, as a matter of fact.
I'll definitely let me do a quick search on that as well. Let me Kate called Kate Be Safe.
I'm gonna highlight this. I'm gonna copy it.
Okay. Kate Be Safe.
Let's also tone down on the come home stuff.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, that's what I'm saying. I'll keep her in my prayers, hoping everything works out.
Okay, so,
that's the way I'm gonna keep it.
But yeah, as a matter of fact, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try to get rep here.
Well, so yeah, I'm not saying I'm not going anywhere near that, Miss Diane. I'm just, like I said, I was just saying. I tend to stumble. I've said before, I tend to stumble when I'm trying to get the right words out. So, like, if I come off sounding like I'm trying to say something, I'm the kind of person that will, if I'm gonna think something like that, I'm just gonna straight up say it. I also try to keep it respectful. I want to keep things neutral, I guess is the right way to put it. As a neutral party. So let's move on from that part. We got to get getting back on topic. So shall I go ahead and play the rest?
Yeah, right before we do that, I want to say as well, because I didn't get my chance to, because my stream got overflooded, and not to mention, like, my stream got cut off, so that's why we ended up having to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Diane, I do appreciate you actually coming to my stream, by the way, too, and bringing the situation up to the fact, and the fact that Mr. Repsion, or Repsion, for that case, is also looking into this matter as well, is something that I really feel a little more confident about. I will reach out to more people, because I do know that there is also more people that have more experience in dealing with people like this. I can bring that to their attention as well. There is one person that I do know in particular that can help out on that. I did message Repzilla, who happens to be a reporter on this sort of issue. I did link him your stream, by the way, Leto. See if you had any questions, if you wanted to answer some of his questions, if he comes in, though.
Yeah.
So I can't make any guarantee on that. But the fact that Repsion himself is on this issue, I'm already feeling very highly confident in this particular case. And because for me, like I said, I'm just a drop in the bucket. There's really not much I can do. But the fact that more people are aware about this is more confident in the fact that things may actually have a better chance of being resolved. Like I said, I can't guarantee that, but there's a better chance for it.
I get what you're saying. So, okay.
Alright, so let's go ahead and continue.
Alright, moving on with Repzilla's video. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tone I'm trying to keep the volume to where like it still sounds good to where everyone can hear it. Doing this on a MacBook can be a real pain in the rear.
It cannot say that for certain, but I will say there's some stuff that is pretty sketchy.
I'll get hit up by parents sometimes, and they'll message me. They'll be like, oh, Helena, sorry. They'll be like, yo, why is my kid in your broadcast? Like, you're brainwashing my kid. I'm like, hey, why are you letting your kid on the internet at like 9 years old? They decided to get a Prius. Someone told me something. Yeah, I'm like, your kid's like 9, and it's my fault that he's on my broadcast. Get a Prius so someone were babe magnets. Funny.
Wow. Okay. Sorry. Moving on.
Parents said that to you? Yeah. Oh, I get messages all the time from parents. Yep. They're like, you're brainwashing my kid. I'm like, okay.
This is a little piece from the Patreon. A lot of people say that Jim, I think we'll call him Jim, he controls all of his girlfriend Kate's social media, and stuff gets pretty crazy. Apparently, he convinced her that he was... now, this is what I'm told. He was homeless. A family let him stay there, and he somehow convinced their 19-year-old daughter that she was being abused by them, and now they're together. A little bit of the backstory, but I'm sure this is not the last video you'll hear me talk about this person. This is a clip from the Patreon. It says that yesterday I saw the movie Titanic on TV, which I had only seen half of when I was little. I could relate to Rose feeling trapped by her family and feeling as if she had to exist in the same old revolving world. Now, being out of the loop I was in during childhood, I see just how trapped I really was. Now, to me, this is an example. If this is him writing this on her stuff, it's an example of undeveloped opinions, one-lane opinions, where he thinks something and he believes it wholeheartedly,
one-sided,
without being the least bit open-minded. Because the guy, he doesn't care to hurt someone's feelings. But believe me when I say the allegations on this guy, they go pretty hardcore. Some of the stuff I've reached out to people and I'm waiting for them to get back to me on. And it's very interesting what more people have to say about this person. But my verdict on this is not a good person. If you need more evidence, it's very easy to find. Like this clip.
Dr. Bud. Oh, God, he's a boomer. It's a boomer been talking about me? All people are talking about me as usual. Hi, old man. How's your diaper? You changed your diaper today? in my family, they actually own a home health business, home health care. Are they? If you need to hook up, motherfucker, I can get you to hook up. Well, they'll change your diapers, they'll walk you to the toilet, they will even help you turn on the TV.
Wow. Just unbelievable. Just. Sorry, guys. I needed to pause that video. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, the man that he disrespected, and that he died shortly after.
Sick. This is beyond sick and twisted. I am at a deep loss. Like, I'm at a loss for words right now. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to play a clip. It could be a little off topic, but I want to kind of paint this as kind of a picture. You may think it doesn't relate, but I was talking about it on Thrash's stream. I did a Al Pacino piece where I actually quoted, but I threw in at certain points different names, and so I'm gonna play the clip. Thank God I don't. Thank God I do this for free because I'm pretty sure I'll probably get a copyright claim just because I'm playing this clip. But I'm just gonna play. Trying to see if I can get to. There we go. Here we go.
Charlie here wasn't selling. Sir, you're out of order. Out of order? I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trask. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
Quick preface. The part you're hearing, that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Like, that's my mindset right now when it comes to this drivel, this disgust, this piss poor demonic rhetoric that comes out of this Saroka's mouth. Like, that's where this is my way to express myself. So let me go through it again. So.
Out of order. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I've been around, you know. There was a time I could see, and I have seen, boys like these, younger than these, their arms torn out, their legs ripped off. But there is nothing like the sight of an amputated spirit. There is no prosthetic for that.
Now, this will be the amputated spirit referring to those he has abused, disrespected, treated in the worst possible ways. You could put anyone that has been subjected to this in this position.
You think you're merely sending this splendid foot soldier back home to Argonne with his tail between his legs, but I say you are executing his soul. And why? Because he's not a bad man. Bad men. You hurt this boy, you're gonna be bad bums. The lot of you.
Okay, so this last part. This is the reason why I'm going to call him Jimmy. You'll see exactly why. There's two other names that are mentioned, so for this one, I'm going to throw in Onion Boy. Thrash knows exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm going to throw Ray Diaz into this one, because like I said, this situation that is developing, from what I'm hearing, very similar.
And Harry, Jimmy, Trent, wherever you are out there, fuck you too!
So,
is that The Son of a Woman? Is that the name of the movie?
Yes. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because like right now, when it comes to this situation, like it's just that bit that I've played. Like I could probably play the rest of it because I could still fit into this situation. But again, for sake of copyright, I want to keep it at that. Like this situation, this pain. I'm gonna say it's a painful one. Like I cannot think how. I cannot describe my mindset, which is for me. So to visualize it, like visually, I'm freaking Al Pacino's like I would take a flamethrower to this guy. I'd take a flamethrower to all the drivel. Let's finish up Repzilla's video. We got 4 minutes left. Let's get through it.
I know it's a little confusing because it's not knobs no more. No. It's going to be okay. In the long run, you're going to die and melt in the ground. Okay? Yes. It's going to be okay. I know it is. Badass. Yay! Look at the PPs! Oh my God! I just raped an old man.
Oop, I accidentally just jumped backwards. Wasn't trying to do that.
Yay! Look at the PPs! Oh my God! I just raped an old man.
You disgusting piece of work. I'm no religious person, but may God have mercy on your soul, if he feels necessary that he should do so.
Is that a crime? It feels like a crime. I feel like that was wrong. Was that wrong? Like that should feel more wrong. Why does that not feel wrong at all? It doesn't.
Anyways, I just wanted to get this video out to you guys because I just feel like it needs to be talked about, and you guys need to be aware that this guy is out there. If you want to see more of these video clips and you want to learn more of this dude, I am going to put links in the description. Go over to my Twitter. There's a lot of stuff on there I've been retweeting and tweeting about, so you can find a lot of information there. All I know is that dude, somebody that says that they're super happy, and can say and do the things that he's doing with a straight face while he actually looks happy. That's very, very scary and highly concerning what this dude may or may not be responsible for. But as interesting as this is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think. So why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up, guys. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. I don't like the guy. I know last night, when I retweeted this.
So I'm gonna guess the last two minutes and 40 seconds. I guess, and Repzilla is just talking a little bit at kind of a closing. So he's already finished discussing. So I'll go ahead and leave this video. Stop this video right there. So, oh, God. And I'm pretty sure, Thrash, you've heard far more than I have when it comes to just with this. I'm not even gonna say this man. I can't even say boy. I'm just gonna say this sickened, twisted up individual entity. Ugh.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, because I'm fixing to get off here in a moment because I've got some stuff I need to take care of real quick, but I will look more into this. I basically just let a lot of other people know on some personal areas of mine about the individual, and I spread the word about it. So, Diane, if you are here, I appreciate you taking the time, and I do appreciate the fact that you're going to Repzion with this particular information, because this definitely helps a lot. And, like I said, a lot of people, like myself, Lodo, Repzion, friends of mine that I do know have seen shit like this before, and we do want to make this a little bit more known. I don't even think we've even scratched the surface yet after everything that we've seen. There's still a lot more to go over. I still need to read back over on the 4 images that I was sent, by the way. I think that's inclusive to his father, because there is some fucked up shit that I did actually look through on some of that. I didn't get a chance to read all of it, but there is some fucked up shit about his father. I will tell you that. So I'm fixing to depart off. Thank you, by the way, and thank you for everyone talking to me, letting me know about this. And I am kind of disappointed in myself right now, and I'm angry because I went back to my previous streams. They will not let me see my not comments, but my live stream comments. I can't see any of that. It pisses me off. But I'm gonna try my best to see if I can go ahead, try to find it. If anyone has any clue, see anything at all, feel free to let me know because I need to look back over this because that would be detrimental and essential for me. That way, if there's anything else that I can push forward or forward to, it would definitely help a lot. But I do appreciate you guys doing this. Leto, I do appreciate the fact that you're doing the stream to continue this on.
No problem. Check your. I was gonna say check your video to make sure it didn't get didn't get dinged for anything. 'Cause like I said, the opening comments here was that if it was a possibility that Saroka would have tried copyright striking you, and I said it's likely that he wouldn't because if he had, I'm sure you would have noticed. But like I said, maybe I would say if you can, check through your YouTube studio and your video manager to see if it has been dinged because. Yeah, when you do a live stream with a live chat, the live chat, at least I believe, it should still stick. I mean, I could be, I remember the last couple of live videos I had done, I still had my live chat was still there. So, but I mean, I can only speculate as to what could be happening. But yeah, so all right, guys. But yeah, I won't play anymore. But so I'll go ahead and also kind of give some thoughts on. I guess we can call it an untrained opinion, and this is gonna be my opinion only. I'm sure a lot of you will likely feel the same way I do, as Thrash does. This individual has got some serious problems, and it's mind-boggling. It's mind-blowing that I'm not gonna say that it's anyone's particular fault that it's gotten this far. Because to me, this individual to me is the source of the problem. It's like I can't believe with me wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt, I'm gonna be quoting a scene from Dragon Ball Z, Bardock, father of Goku. Yes, I see. You've decided to extinguish the whole lot of them, sire. That's right. You've guessed it, Zarbon. If you want to get rid of weeds for good, you have to get them by their roots. You want to get rid of a problem, you gotta take it out by the source. And it's weird that a villain makes me think that. But this problem, I'm pretty sure a lot of us agree, is going to take a long time to go away. Hopefully, it doesn't take as long as some fear it will. I personally hope it gets squashed quickly, but like Thrash said, it's got to go through it's going to have to go through the proper channels, the proper process. But if and I guess I will say I do honestly, the more I kind of try to compare Saroka to Onion Boy, I don't know everything that's happened, but I can definitely, part of me does believe, yeah, Saroka is worse than Onion Boy. And Onion Boy did, for those of you who were not familiar with it, or I'm sure most of you are, did some very despicable things when it came to children. It got to the point Chris Hansen, who I'm sure everyone has seen at some point on TV, apart from the FBI, has taken a very keen interest. I'm sure this could fly right up his alley. Hello, Repzilla. Welcome to the stream, man. We just got done. We just wrapped up watching your video of someone worse than Onision, or as we called him, Onion Boy. How you doing?
Hey, Lito, check to see if Diane is still in the stream because that's the person he needs to talk to.
Okay.
That's the person. That's Caitlin's mother.
Right. Miss Diane, if you are still in the stream, if you can, just say hi. Just want to make sure you're still here.
Here, let me go ahead and forward the username just in case,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the person he needs to talk to if he has questions.
Sounds good.
Because she did let us know. Is there a way he can actually look at the chat beforehand about the other things?
Not sure. I'm doing pretty good, Ripzilla. Quick question. Can you see any of the chat that has gone on before you got here, or do you only see your chat so far along with Thrash? Just want to make sure, because yeah, if you can see the chat that's been going on since the start of my stream, that would actually be perfect. But I don't know if you're able to.
As a matter of fact, I think I can still access. Let me go ahead and type it in. I'll forward him the link just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and try to get the channel name, because I'm not sure if she's still there, but she was on my stream and she was on yours, and she did. Actually, you know what? If you can, little scroll up the chat, screen cap some of the things she said, and see if we can forward over to Revzilla too, just in case.
I'll do that right now. Let me.
Actually, she's here right now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, and Repzilla says he sees the entire chat.
Okay, cool. And yeah, she's commenting right now. So Repzilla, if you have any questions for her, she's also going forward with this with Repzion. But if you have, yeah, there we go. So he's responding right now.
Yep. Okay, so, but yeah, so back to I'm gonna give my closing thoughts. I'm sure Thrash has kind of given his. This is a situation that has developed. Unfortunately, it has progressed. But I am going to, like I said, to keep it as neutral. I'm glad that people like Rebzilla, Rebzion, myself, Thrash, that we see all this. That we're and like I said, yeah, we want to get this out there for those that are in our I don't want to say community, so to speak, but I guess you can kind of call us a community, because we when we see a problem, we want to come together to help solve it, or at least to set it on the path of being solved. So, Thrash, you said you need to take care of some stuff, so if you can go, I'll go ahead and let you go. So.
Yeah, let me just do one quick thing, and then I'll head off. I just want to make sure I got this correct. I just want to make sure that we're on the right path here.
Right.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I've got the right search result. And yeah, I see. Yeah, it's coming up correct.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Hey, how's it going, Caleb Douglas? So I looking back at some of the videos I've done, and I've covered various things. I covered the Edward Hubbard when it came to with some of the threats he had made to other YouTubers. I'd covered Jesse Ridgway and the whole fake thing he did. I even was talking with Thrash about everything revolving around Onion Boy, Onision, and it. And I've faced a lot of traumatic events in my own life, and seeing something like this as for me, a 32-year-old man, someone who has I consider myself blessed to have the family I have. I consider myself blessed to have come out of my, not sure how to put this, I guess my dark times, and to see others go through dark times. It sucks. I once said, humanity is becoming the dumbest species on the planet. And it's nothing against everyone in the world, because there are people out there who are bright. There are people out there who are awesome. But there's just people out there who do the sickest, darkest things, whether it's a spreading of the COVID virus, whether it's this situation, whether it's Onision. It is mind-boggling, and Thrash took off. Thank you very much, Thrash, for being for allowing me to continue your stream with when it started, when it fell. For those of you who took the time to come out, thank you. I apologize that we couldn't finish it off on Thrashes. I'm glad at least to be, I guess I don't want to call it a fallback spot, but, be able to, I guess, kind of keep it going. But I will say this, guys. You're welcome, Thrash. I normally don't cover these kinds of videos because I, on a personal level, try to avoid things like this. Because for me, it takes me back to places that I don't want to be. Because one curse one thing that people say is a gift for me, but sometimes I consider a curse, is that the things I went through, I don't forget. And it sucks, and that's one of the reasons why I try to avoid stories like this. But when I see something like this at the same time, it's the part of me that I could say is from the lessons I took as I grew up, from my grandfather, as I took from my relatives. Some things I can't ignore. To me, it's not my experiences that make me who I am. It's what I did going forward, what I learned and chose to do, what I choose to make of myself, and the people that I had that I put in my, I guess, as I call it, my inner circle. Like, I have, in real life, there are two very close friends of mine who I view as brothers. Brothers I wish I had, but I still consider them brothers. And then, and I have people that I'm friends with, YouTube, Facebook. A few of them that I consider family as well. I don't blame you. It's brutal to watch, especially if it triggers old wounds. Yeah, to me, Miss Diane, brutal ain't the half of it. But it is definitely, I can say it is very painful to watch. Very painful. But at the same time, like I said, it's not my experiences that made me who I am. It's what I chose to do going forward. Because to me, if I were to just live in fear because of what I went through, I wouldn't be where I am now. You're heading out. Good. All right. Thank you, Miss Diane, for taking the time. Again, I hope everything works out for you. Have yourself a great night, ma'am. For the rest of you, if you guys would like to, if you guys want to stick around, I will have a good stream. Thanks for hitting me up. All right, Repzilla, have a good night. If and for those of you that are watching, if you also want to sub to my channel, you're more than welcome to. I mainly do gaming videos more, though. I'm thinking I might take my live stream back to here. If you guys want to if you guys want to watch me do some video game stuff, I actually to kind of make this experience, put a little more positivity back into my night. I'm gonna probably do a video game live stream. If you guys would like to stick around and watch, whether it's me play a game, make a fool out of myself, or just some or whatnot, you guys are more than welcome to. I'll probably bring it to Twitch. If you guys want to watch me there, my Twitch, I'll go ahead and my Twitch channel should be. I repeat, it should be in my. Hold on, I want to make sure, because of the fact, just because I say it's there doesn't mean it is, because God knows I have not paid any attention. It's twitch.tv/LotoDrandle. So just my name, even though technically it's not my real name, but as Thrash and I, we just don't. I usually don't go by my real name. So. Let's see. If you guys want, if you want to go to my channel, just hit the about piece. My Twitch channel is down below there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a gaming live stream. I'll probably live stream for maybe an hour, half an hour, at the very most, an hour and a half. If you guys would like to join me there, you are more than welcome to. I hope to see you guys there. It would be nice to get some. Are you playing Valorant? If it's on PS4, Rebzilla, I would love to play it. But I don't know if it's there. If it is, if it is, I will definitely get it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I will be on. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if it's on PS4, I would love to experience it. God knows how many times I have seen it trending. Knowing me, I could see myself playing Valorant, making a complete idiot out of myself, and still laugh at it. But actually, I got my PS4 hooked up at the moment. Why don't I actually, let me see if Valorant is up there, because if that's the case, that'd be awesome. If I don't end up playing, if I'm not able to play Valorant on PS4, I'll probably go to PC only. It's addictive. The other game I would probably play is I would either be playing and this is kind of my debate. And if you guys want to choose my game, because I've got quite a few options. I've got Warframe, which I'm sure for those of you who are unfamiliar, it's a 7-year-old game, yet it's currently going through the Scarlet Spear event. I've gone back to playing Subnautica. I kind of play games that are, I'm trying to think of the right word. They're not popular, but it's games that I personally enjoy. Like for me, I'm a Japanese RPG kind of guy. Have fun, Rebzilla. Feel free to drop by anytime. You're more than welcome here. So, though I did think about nah, I'm not gonna do VR. VR is something I want to do when I'm mentally charged up during the day. So anyway, actually, I think instead of doing a stream, guys, I'll just go ahead and call it. I didn't even realize what time it was. It's after midnight here. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to hit the like button. Thank you guys for coming out here, from Rebzilla, Thrash, Ms. Diane, everybody who came here. Thank you. Like I said, feel free to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I know that at least with that, you'll be able to know if I go whenever I choose to go live. Feel free to drop by my Twitch channel. Feel free to follow me there. And it's Sunday now. Another day with this crazy insanity going out in the world. So, in closing, I appreciate those of you who came out here. Thank you guys for the support that you have shown Miss Diane, that you're showing me, showing Rebzilla, Rebzion, Thrash, everyone. It's people like you out there that, for me, make me want to make videos that are fun, whether it's gaming videos. I may do vlogs, but I kind of try to keep my family life private for obvious reasons. So, God bless all of you. For those of you who are into that, have a great night. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.